why they put the flag around the trading banner, right? Now that you become conscious, you must study, because you're walking through some tulips that got some doo-doo around them also. So you gotta learn, because as you begin to claim the estate, the bonds that are the birth certificates, marriage certificates, original manufacturers, titles of origin, Social Security with this CUSIC number, mortgages and liens, all of which began about 1913 as a countermeasure to Noble Ali introducing the Canaanite temple to bring these Canaanite Moabites back to their estate and reintroducing them to their natal origin in the honor of their mothers and fathers, so they can be competent to claim their lost estate, because they really want to be black people, which makes them not descendable, and they want to be Smith, Jones, and Johnson, which makes them not descendable. Dred Scott case? All right.
So you pretty much need to keep studying at the same time.
Then
go
you
right
set
into your
up a trust in everything that you move.
Okay.
Put it in trust, although it's a stopgap measure.
Okay.
But I read yesterday, and I'm going to read today to give you an idea.
Hold on before you read.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Will there be another summit?
Ma'am?
Will there be another summit?
No, this is the last one.
Why?
Why you smile?
I think this is such a
You don't know that.
here in Jacksonville.
No,
Why is that?
We have new blood coming to the
You think it's the last one.
Improve.
I can't hear you.
That's right.
Next question.
Don't
Next
let
question.
that go. Don't let that
Next question. Yes, ma'am.
I think we should keep that moving, because this is the first time I've ever been to something like this. And I'm a young conscious woman at this point in my life, and I think we need to carry that on, to pass that on. Now, I'm 28 years old, but there's other brothers here younger than me that's 24. Like, I'm sure some of the elders could say, man, they wish they was conscious at 24.
Let me ask you something, conscious young woman. What do you think is more important? Us gathering, talking, or the work we put in?
Both.
I said, what's more important?
Both.
The work.
They're equally important.
See, look.
You can't do much to work. You can't do it if you don't have gather.
He has a question.
If you don't gather.
You got to break out into the church mentality.
But
right?
that's not
Which is
brother.
Hold on. Go in and hear somebody talk and go home back to your house.
Hold on, brother.
Simple
At my age.
Listen,
Listen, brother, at my age.
Simple solution. Where you at? Start a summit. No.
Okay, listen, brother. At my age. Listen, I'm an elder, and I'm speaking.
Let the elder talk.
I'm speaking. At my age, this is my first time appearing. And at my age, I've come to the realization of who I am. This is a beginning for me. And for you to end this today would be a grave mistake. Because you never...
Wait, let me respond to that.
Now let us finish.
I am respecting her, but I understand where she's going with it. And what she's talking about.
Well, you know, I think he was getting ready to conclude. I think he was getting ready to come.
Go ahead, Mama.
Go
ahead, Mama.
Well, okay. But anyway, what I'm saying is that it would be a great travesty to stop it, to end it, at this point in time. Because as far as I can tell, I have not yet, I stay connected through my sister Nura here. And this is the first time that this amount of individuals have come together, mowers have come together at one time at the summit. And I think if you continue on forward, it's going to grow. And then you'll get more people that are knowledgeable as to what it is to do, that we need to come together as a community and more support.
Can I say
I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, just to kind of finish that off, I feel like that's great for them to continue, but then now that's where it comes for us to come together and continue ourselves. Because like he said, the work has to be done. They're already doing the work. So now they let them go to the next step, and we take over this level here. And we can
We can do that.
That's great. That's great.
Let's see what's going to happen. you know how, you know, when the Catholic Church create that, you know how many churches came out of it, how many denominations and all of that? We don't want to create division.
Right.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So if you go with him and he say somebody gonna be saying their agenda is this, someone's agenda is this. If we do another one, we have to stick with the initiative.
Right.
We gotta see plans through. We don't ever want to see things through because we so micro thought. And we really don't want to do work. This is great. We get dressed up for this, but there's no work being done here. You see what I'm saying? We are proactive. We got to get in a proactive mentality and stop reacting because somebody sent us a bill or text saying we couldn't get the check done. You understand? So it got to be work collectively done. I mean, if we do that, then we can do another one. But I'm just like, there's no really work being done. Everybody, get excited. Everybody excited now. They get excited on the road back home.
So what do you suggest?
And then when it's time to go to work.
I see work being done. I see a vendor here, vendor there,
No. This is a summit.
So what do you suggest to make us
be
be on the
at.
same page?
We are doing what we are. And we come
Listen.
together in unity at
Y'all
this
missing
good
me.
place.
Y'all in Tampa, we ain't spoke since the last summit, right? We don't have the same agenda. We're not operating on the same initiative.
Yeah, we are because we're all
There are
brothers, we're
other
all
people in
connected.
Florida also who's been here. This brother live in Jacksonville. I ain't seen him in 4 years. You understand? He was at the first summit. Listen to what I'm saying. If we're going to do something, let's see it all the way through. I haven't changed. The agenda and the initiative has never changed. The people have when they leave here. So what I'm saying is, if we're going to do something, let's see something through. Let's see it through other than making to come back to the summit.
Let me add to that. So therefore, each one of the speakers gave us a direction and something to reference back. So let's set some goals.
Right.
So the Sankofa movement, Dialogue gave us that. The brother here, I'm going to ask each one of y'all to talk about the goal that you're tasking us with.
That's good.
If we achieve that goal, then we can move on to
Right.
That's
other
good.
things like this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's create a leader.
Let me say this to you in completion. And the reason why I said what I said and why I took the path on her response with this statement, because until people know the spirit of what was done, the movement will not become their own. It's other people's information.
Right.
Cause creates institution and activity. Institution don't necessarily create cause. If the people know what happens, just like she asked the question, it becomes obvious to them why certain things were said. And we don't have a lot of years for them to start figuring this stuff out because they're going to kill them off.
Yes.
Because they're heirs to the world's largest estate. World politics is changing as we speak. There's a civil war going on, and most of our people aren't even aware of it. The rest of the world, I was sitting back there talking with the mothers, because they need it more than we do. Because ultimately, the cure for the planet is when women wake up. And that's the real truth. And if we're going to do anything good, we have to give them clear reason to do or to be involved in what we're claiming or presenting for them to do. Because if they don't know the politics, it's going to take them years to gather this information because this is years of scholarship with information that most of them are not availed. Even some of the information that I've given are Masonic secrets that they will never get. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And we're talking about people who have these degrees, look them in their eyes, talk about progress, know they're not going to do anything until they know these foundations. I don't care how intelligent they are, because they don't know the chessboard. Do you understand? It doesn't mean they're insincere. It doesn't mean they lack intelligence. They lack knowledge. Now, point that I was making, that I was terminating with, and going back to yesterday, because I know we have limited time, is the White Dragon Society, which is Asiatics, of Manchurians, or what you call Tiani or Chinese, and others, and from ancient Mauryan dynasty, Nanda dynasty, Gupta dynasty, of Hindustan, Sindh, that you call Indians today, which ain't India, because they're not Indians, have set together to kill the Kabbalist T-bonds that's on your Moroccan estate, because they know that you have so many traders amongst you that for the last 102 years you haven't been told. You've been given emotional dogma in the name of Moorish science without really the science. Therefore, many people who are national, who got turbans and fezzes on, are still suffering nigger problems and nigger acts under the Christian black codes because of infiltration under J. Edgar Hoover and Calvin Coolidge. However, with the intelligent people that come around, if you give them a foundation, they can take this stuff and roll with it. Right. But they have to have a foundation. Meanwhile, Rome and their sellout nigger leaders, who are skull and bones payoffs, don't want this information out.
Right.
And the time it's going to take them to try to survive this thing, this turnover, and them trying to be killed off, they may not get the keys to be effective. But once you let them know what's going on, they will be self-motivated. You get the point? Which is why yesterday I read that last paragraph instead of the whole letter and told you and gave you reference point for you to do. Read the letter, civil orders, authoritative letter from Pope Francis to Barack H. Obama, because it's letting you in on the real politics. But you got to remember that they have heat under their butts. And most people don't know that because of the policies that have gone on. And even some of the things that we discussed and that the brother exposed to you, the processes with the Inquisition revenue services that the people think is their internal revenue service. It's important for you to know it's the Inquisition revenue service, so that your mentality changes with it. Because these people forgot they're suffering under the Spanish Inquisition, which is a code word for the war against the Moors, who've been branded Negro, black, and colored. So they don't understand the politics. They're talking racism because their Negro paid-off leaders are instructed to direct them. It's a social treadmill. The issue with birthright theft. Do you understand? All right, now let me read the last paragraph so that you can understand your motivation relative to the pressure that's on the Pope at this time. Last two paragraphs from his attorney's letter. And then I want to read that one paragraph to Obama so you can understand why he's been playing golf and why Boehner came out that room crying. Because the masses don't know that the United States Corporation belongs to the Pope. They think it's a country. And until they really understand it, they're not going to be dedicated to these things that we are asking them to do. Because they're in the mentality that these people are the government. Therefore, they're going to interchange along that basis, which makes them incompetent. You get the point? Now, last two paragraphs. All of these estates, and that's capital letters as well as small, dealing with the enslavers and transmitting utility, which is in the nature of our conversations right now. Erroneously believed to represent the American states and American state citizens, and which were conveyed by fraud and legal deceit to the United States of America, minor, parenthesized, and more recently to the city-state of the United Nations, are revenued